My ex turned our intimacy into ammunition until I showed everyone what was in his arsenal. I was 24 when I learned that love could be weaponized against you. It wasn't just the betrayal that hurt. It was realizing that every intimate moment we shared had been ammunition he was storing for later. It started with Julian, my boyfriend of 2 years. He was the one who made me feel safe enough to be vulnerable. He worked at a prestigious tech startup, always talking about innovation and ethics. He documented everything about us, said he wanted to capture every memory. I thought it was romantic, but 3 weeks after I broke up with him for cheating, my coworker Rachel pulled me aside. She looked sick, kept glancing around the office. "You need to see this," she whispered. She handed me her phone. There I was on a revenge porn site. Photos I trusted him with plastered everywhere with my full name and workplace. The room tilted. People were staring. My boss called me into her office an hour later. Someone had emailed HR the links. They put me on administrative leave while they investigated. I sat in my car in the parking lot, numb. The site had fake stories about me, crude comments, my contact information. I'd become a thing for strangers to consume. The police said they couldn't help since the site was overseas. That night, I got a text from a mutual friend. Julian was bragging at a bar about his upcoming presentation on digital privacy and ethics. That's when I snapped. He destroyed my privacy while preparing to preach about protecting it. I decided he'd learn what consequences meant. Julian had forgotten about our shared cloud account from when we lived together. I still had access. I started digging through his files that night. I found folders labeled with women's names, photos of his exes, screenshots of group chats where he bragged about his collection. He'd rated us, shared intimate details, talked about us like trophies. 5 other women were named in those chats. I found their social media profiles and reached out anonymously. Within days, I heard back from all of them. They'd found their photos online too. We formed a group chat, sharing our stories. Julian had done this to every woman he dated. We compared timelines, patterns, tactics. One woman, Kate, was a lawyer. She helped us organize our evidence. Another, Harper, worked in PR. She knew exactly how to package our story. We spent 2 weeks preparing, gathering screenshots, documenting everything. The night before his TechCon presentation, we were ready. I sent an anonymous email to every registered attendee at 11 p.m. The subject line read, "Your digital ethics speaker has something to hide." Attached were screenshots of his group chats, the revenge porn links, testimonies from 6 women. I made sure his CEO and the entire executive team were on the email. Then I waited. The next morning, Julian walked into that conference room at the Marriott downtown. I know because Kate was there, badge and all, sitting in the 3rd row. She texted our group in real time. Julian strutted in wearing his usual uniform, designer jeans and a blazer, AirPods in like always. He pulled them out when he saw the room. Every seat had papers on them. His face changed. Kate said he picked up one of the printouts, his hand shaking slightly. It was a screenshot of him in the group chat. Added another one to the collection boys. This one's a 7/5, but she does anything I want, with my photo attached. The CEO of his company stood up from the front row. "Julian, we need to talk." Julian tried to play it cool, set down his laptop bag slowly. "What's this about?" he asked, voice pitched too high. The head of HR held up another printout. "Is this you discussing how you secretly record intimate moments?" Julian's mouth opened and closed. Kate said he looked like a fish gasping for air. He tried deflecting. "This is taken out of context. Someone's trying to sabotage me." Then Harper stood up from the back. "Hi, Julian. Remember me?" His face went white. Another woman stood up too. "How about me?" Then Kate. "Context? Let's talk about context." The CEO read from his phone. "Just bagged the brunette from marketing. Already got the photos backed up in case she tries anything." He looked up at Julian. "That brunette filed a police report yesterday. So did 5 other women." Julian started backing toward the door, but 2 security guards were already there. He tried one more time, switching to victim mode. "This is a witch hunt. These women are just bitter exes trying to ruin me." The CEO shook his head. "Clear out your desk. We'll mail you your things." The word spread through the company like wildfire. By the end of the day, everyone at every major startup had heard. His company sent out an internal memo denouncing his actions. Other women started coming forward in our group chat. Turns out we weren't the only ones. By the end of the week, 12 women had shared their stories. The conference banned him permanently. His professional network disappeared overnight. He tried reaching out to industry contacts, but no one would return his calls. The lawsuits started rolling in. Last month, I saw him at a phone repair kiosk in the mall. He was helping some teenager fix a cracked screen, wearing a uniform polo with a name tag. He saw me and quickly looked down, but not before I caught the look in his eyes. He was angry, bitter, like somehow this was everyone else's fault but his. He'd wanted to expose and humiliate me. Now everyone knows exactly who he is.